Welcome to Common Sense Insurance Company's Comparison. You're about to see two examples of exactly how easy it is for people to get more insurance value out of their dollar. But before we go there, let's start with this. Let's start by throwing away 50% of what you think you know about personal financial services. The reason for that suggestion, and it is only a suggestion, is almost 100% of what you know has come from advertising. And I think it's safe to say advertising is slanted and sometimes is void of some very important facts. But if you were asked, is the cost of insurance rising, you would be able to say, yes. And that would be largely an accurate answer. Homeowners insurance is rising. Auto insurance is rising. We're all painfully aware of those two. And medical insurance, well, it is actually spiraling out of control. However, there is one insurance that is not rising, and that is life insurance. Because life expectancy and competition among insurance companies have had just the opposite effect on it, similar to the effect of deregulating the telecom industry. However, most people don't know about it because their agent didn't tell them. Normally when people buy insurance policies, they stick them in the drawer until such time as they're needed. You take your auto policy out when you have an accident. You take your homeowner's policy out when you have your claim. You don't ever take your medical insurance policy out to look at it at all. You just carry a medical insurance card around with you. And your life insurance, well, we know when you pull that out. You're going to see a couple of examples that are absolutely eye-opening. Everyone needs to have this insurance review because everyone who has purchased insurance that is over 5 years old more than likely has an obsolete ordinary policy. And here's a perfect example of an obsolete policy. On the left-hand side of the page, Mrs. Carmody was spending $30 a month. She had a 20-year term insurance policy that was issued 12 years ago and had 8 years remaining. It was worth $200,000. On the right-hand side of the page, after a Common Sense Insurance review, she found out for $34 a month, a $4 a month increase, she could have a new 20-year policy that would carry her well into her 60s, and she would be able to have $500,000 worth of life insurance. So this comparison showed Mrs. Carmody exactly what we mentioned. An obsolete insurance policy was in her possession, and she didn't know it until she had a review. This is another perfect example of an obsolete insurance policy that was only a year old. Jim Subert had a $1 million policy. The premium was $426 a month. After a Common Sense Insurance review, the same $1 million policy, exactly the same coverage and exactly the same terms, cost $296 a month. Well, this will require some second-grade math. The first policy cost $5,112 a year. The new policy cost $3,552 for the year. That's a $1,560 annual savings. I don't think there's anyone who wouldn't want to save money on their life insurance if they could have exactly the same coverage and exactly the same terms. That was simple, wasn't it? Imagine no insurance agent sitting at your house trying to sell you life insurance, or calling you up pestering you for an appointment. Well, what should you do next? Get a comparison. They're complementary. The older the policy, the more you're likely to save. Increasing the face amount without increasing the premium, that seems like a good idea. Just remember the two examples. Mrs. Carmody was able to increase her insurance $300,000 for $4 more a month, a paltry amount, and extend the life of her policy 12 years. Mr. Subert, on the other hand, was able to save $1,500 a year on his insurance. The only thing stopping you from saving money right now is you don't have a comparison to look at. please contact the person who sent you here. No one comes here by accident. We do not advertise. It's not allowed in our company. Please contact the person who sent you here. Find out about how to get a review. We'll be happy to help you. Have a great day.